Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've been with me before, if you are new here, then welcome. My name is Jacqueline Elizabeth, and today we're going to be talking about staying true to yourself. Okay. Now, I lost train of thought. My bad. Now, this video is specifically for those who are the soft ones. Okay, and I don't mean soft as in like you're a punk. Okay, I don't mean that. I mean like you are soft at heart. You are somebody who always treats people with respect. You are very kind hearted. You are very sensitive. You are very personable. Um, and sometimes you may be tempted to compromise yourself. Sometimes you may, and I don't mean compromise in a way of like you are doing things that would not make the Lord proud, but I mean compromise as in like you are not staying true to who you actually are. Sometimes you might be tempted in a world that says you got to be this way to get something. You got to be so assertive if you want to dominate. You got to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to be this way, and that way. And it's like, yes, it's good to be assertive, and there's a time for that. But if you know that's not your personality is not playing a role like to be tough, to be hard, then I want to encourage you, like, you can still be successful being sweet. Okay, you can still be successful with being personable to people, somebody who come in the room and acknowledges everyone, somebody who's always showing people love. You can still be successful in that manner. You don't have to step on toes to get where you need to be. You don't have to um, rub shoulders to get where you need to be. You don't have to know the who's to get where you need to be. You don't have to. Hard work and being yourself, not only will it get you where you need to be, people will respect you. You gain a certain type of respect that it may not, people may not just come out and be like, I respect you, but in their demeanor, in their way of acting towards you, you can tell I'm respected by this person. I'm respected by this person. So when you are tempted to do something outside of just being yourself, if you know that's not you, then ask the Holy Spirit to give you the strength and fortify your actions, surround your actions, protect your actions, build up your actions, and build up really your esteem in a way that says, no matter what, I'm going to stick true to who I am. Because again, there's a temptation out there as believers in the gospel of Jesus Christ, as people who are representing the Lord, as people who God has made and called us good, as people who God has made us in our image. Yes, He's made all of His creation in our image, but all of us don't walk like we were made in the image of God, and that's okay. And some of us may be still believers, and their personality may not be as soft as ours. They may be dominant. They may naturally be strong, assertive people, and that's okay. And I don't think I'm communicating this right, y'all, because I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying like you can't represent Christ well if you're dominant. You can't represent Christ well if you show up in a spot and be assertive. All I'm saying is there are some of us who are not that way naturally. When it's time to be that way, you're that way. But that is not your natural makeup. There are times where, yes, that's a part of you, but that is not mainly who you are. I'm saying that. That's okay for those people who are like that. That's okay. But you know you are not like that. And it's okay too. Is what all I'm trying to say. I hope that was communicated clearly, y'all. That is okay too. Because they have their place and then you have yours. But I want to encourage you today to keep being yourself. People see you. People love when you come in the room. People love you, make people day by just being your sweet, loving self, giving that compliment, going out of your way to buy something for somebody just because you thought about them. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledging people for something that they done that they probably didn't think nobody saw, nobody ever noticed. And it's like you did, and keep being yourself and keep working hard. And keep implementing the Holy Spirit in all that you do. Keep seeking His way in all that you do. And He is the one that makes you successful. It's not about who you know. It's not about who shoulders you can rub against. It's not about the deals you can make, okay? It's not about that. It's not about that. Because some of us, even believers, are associated with people who God is probably not pleased with. And that's because we want to be successful so bad. We want to be recognized so bad. And I mean specifically in the space of, the workplace or the arenas where it's not Christ is not the center of that thing. We want to be acknowledged so much in arenas where Christ is not the center of that thing, that we would do whatever to get it. And I'm telling you, to the person, your makeup is just different than everybody else. I'm talking to you, the sweet one, the personable one, the one who is just naturally soft. Don't be ashamed of that, because you are needed too. And although you might not see a lot of people like you around, and although it may be a breath of fresh air when you finally see it, because that's how rare it is and that's how rare you are, know that you make a difference. Know that you are making a difference. We always need that person around. You add balance. You add calm. You add something. You are valuable. You're not just taking up space. You are not overlooked. People see you. And just because they don't acknowledge you, don't mean they don't see you. But I want you to continue to be comfortable in who you are and let the Lord build you up while you are in that space. You don't have to water down who you are. You don't have to be somebody different in order to be successful. You don't. You can be yourself and work hard and still gain the respect, just like just like any other person would. Okay. So I just want to encourage y'all, keep being yourself. God loves you. He made you that way. He made you that way for a reason. He knew who you would affect. He knew how bright you would shine. He knew what people would need, those hugs. We knew who would need that acknowledgement. He knew that. And some of you, if you're like me, because I'm not going to lie, this is something that the Lord had to open up my eyes to see. And lately I just been feeling like whatever I've been dealing with or going through, God is like, share with them too. But it's fine. I feel like the wisdom that God shares with me is really helpful for y'all to know. And I'm okay with giving y'all peeks into my life and into my relationship with God when I know that He's telling me to do it. Because I know that I'm not the only one out there. And I want you to know that you're not the only one out there. You're not. You're not. And as I was saying before, I couldn't stand how the Lord made me. I couldn't stand it. I would say, oh, I'm so soft. I'm so sensitive. I can't stand that. Like, I would literally be upset with myself. And it's like, no, like now that I'm walking in who I am and I'm okay in that, it's like, I just see different and I'm okay. And you're okay. You're not the only one. Okay. You're not the only one. You add value just like other people add value who God has made up in a different way. Everybody adds value. Everybody has something to add. Ask the Lord to show you what you are adding to the spaces that you are in, because it's something. If you're somebody who's quiet and you're more observant, so you might not be super extroverted. You might not be in everybody's face saying hello when you first meet them. Cool, because you also have something to add. What if the way you think has something to add? What if you're quiet, but every time you talk, they're tuning in because your words. Y'all know that when we hear something, it's not really like noise. It's actually sound waves. This is anatomy and physiology. This ain't new age. Okay, just to be clear. But when we hear something, it goes through our ear, is from our outer ear to our inner ear, and it's really a sound wave that connects and helps us to hear. So I thought that was really cool. But it's like, so I'm saying that to say, when somebody hears, when you open your mouth, you may look like the quiet guy, the quiet girl, but when you open your mouth, you have something to say, and when they hear you, it makes impact, not just head knowledge to their souls. You catch people's attention. So no matter who you are, know that you're still adding value. Don't stop being who you are, because whoever you are, they needed you. They needed you at that job. They needed you in that family. They needed you at that church. They need a you in that household. They need a you. They need you. You are needed. You are needed. And the enemy gonna attack it. If you are somebody with a soft heart, he gonna try to attack you to turn you bitter. If you are somebody who is quiet, he's gonna try to attack you to make you feel like you gotta be the loud one, or not even the loud one, but you gotta always have something to say. Y'all know the attacks of the enemy because he do it in a subtle way. It might not always look spiritual, is what I'm trying to say. His attacks are subtle and he's sneaky. Don't let him knock you off who you're supposed to be in life. Show up as you. Show up faithful. Show up hardworking. Show up as the Lord's representative. Okay? And know that you're needed and know that you have value. Thank y'all so much for watching.